What's up, guys? Long time, no update. It's been about 6 weeks, 7 weeks. So I had, in the last video, I had taken the car up to my work to get my buddy to work on it. Things look awesome, but that took a little while. He was busy. I went on vacation. I've got a family, so it's been hard to find time to get back in it. So I'm gonna get the suspension underneath the car today. I'm hoping we're gonna get the alignment done, the wheel and tire mounted. In a previous video, I had mentioned that the ABS light was on, and I didn't know why. I actually found a cut wire on the apron around that right front wheel when we were pulling the damaged stuff out. I'm gonna try to stitch in some pictures, but my buddy Ricky, he did an awesome job on the car. He did a much better job than I thought. I told him I just wanted things to be straight, and he pulled everything out. He got that box that was crushed in. He got that pulled out looking great. He actually put Bondo and undercoating all over that damaged area once he fixed it. And I mean, it looks better. It looks factory. I mean, if you were to, you'll see the pictures, but that upper rail he was able to straighten out. I don't think the subframe's damaged. I don't think really anything's too damaged that can't be done. The only thing I'm concerned about at this point is the apron that goes around the front of the wheel well. I'm gonna try to straighten that out. It's pretty mangled just because that took the brunt of the impact. If I can't straighten that out, then I'm going to just replace it. But to replace it, I gotta draw out the spot welds and put it in a new section. Part's not expensive, but getting it in there is just gonna be a little complicated. But that apron locates the passenger headlight and the passenger fender, so those mounting points have to be spot on, and if I can't get them spot on, I'm just gonna have to replace it. But either way, we'll address that later. So for today, I've got the upper control arm, lower control arm, the spindle. We're gonna do a new coilover. We're gonna do the sway bar end link, which I don't even think is bent. I'm gonna probably install the airbox. We're gonna fix the wiring on the ABS sensor. I have a new cover for the steering column that was all bent up in the video that I did the airbags on. I'm gonna take the steering wheel off, figure out why I have an airbag light, and that's about it. Oh, also on the repairs, Ricky was able to straighten out the door. So the lower box where the firewall is, I call it a box, but that's where the door bolts onto I guess where the lower A-pillar is, where it took the brunt of the impact. That was actually pushed in a little bit, so he was able to pull it out, and then he lined up the door really nicely. That door still has some damage to it from when the impact shoved the fender into the top of the door and kind of buckled the top of it. So what I've done is I've just ordered a new door. So Ricky is gonna seam seal the new door and the hood. Both of those are here. So he's gonna do that, and then they're gonna paint the jambs on it, and then I'll install it, and then I'll probably get the car painted, at a later date, obviously. But I've got all the parts. I've got front and rear bumpers, I've got exhaust tips, I've got fender, side skirt, all the clips, probably most of the clips. I'm sure I'll find little bits and pieces here and there that I'll need, but everything's in. I just gotta find time to put it together and then get it painted. So hopefully the rest of these videos are gonna go quick. So thanks for watching. Thanks for holding out. Sorry it took, a month and a half to get another video out, but hopefully they're gonna start coming quicker. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, so this is the first look that I've had underneath the car. Water pump not leaking, which is nice. However, I mentioned it in another video, you see that pink residue right there on the side of the transmission. That's coming from that valley. Oh, you can see it real good right there. Yeah, so that's coming from that valley plate that's underneath the intake. So that's definitely going to have to be addressed, but we'll do that at a later date. That won't, you can see some more residue right there. So not a big deal overall. Car's in pretty good shape. That's where the control arm got kinked, so that's where it was folded back. That's all been pulled out, but I'm gonna replace that. That's the underside of where it took the brunt of the damage right there, but it's all been sealed up and undercoated, so we're good there. Exhaust. Overall, the car's really clean, no leaks. This is the rear diff, so it's an actual limited slip. This corner right here looks good. I just spun the wheels over. None of the wheels are bent. So overall, I'm happy with it. The car's in good shape. I can't wait to drive it. So we're gonna work on getting the suspension underneath it, and then I'm gonna hopefully align it and drive it today. Thanks. Everything's out, all the bad's out. So this is where the tire was pushed in, you guys know that. Upper control arm, lower control arm. This way more end link, I'm gonna reuse it because it looks fine. Tie rod looks nice, brake caliper's good. I think it's good. So we're gonna keep on rocking. So there's a common problem on the ISs when you are hard on the brakes. So if you imagine this is your control arm, and let's say your wheel's out here. When you step on the brakes, the tire wants to rotate back, and what causes the tires to toe out and scrub the inside edge. So this bushing is really soft, and Figs Engineering has a cool video on their website that shows how much this moves around. So same guy, Figs, he makes these bushings where it's a tougher rubber right here, and it comes with the bracket and everything. So this really helps with the tire wear, and it helps stability under braking. So I found a good deal on these, so we're gonna go ahead and install these on this car while we're at it. So we'll go ahead and knock that out. I'm gonna leave these loose. spindle, all the stuff. We went ahead and I need to tighten this down on the top, but measured the preload of the spring at the height of the shop. But everything is good to go. Let's get the wheel done. Alright guys, so I just got the suspension under the right front corner. I still need to do the alignment and still some other things to do. My tire light's on, my airbag light's on. I didn't even get to that, but I couldn't resist taking the thing around the block. So my steering wheel's off center. Hopefully you guys can hear me, but I had to drive it. So yeah, I can't believe here we are. You know, I'm doing 40 miles an hour. The steering wheel's a little off to the center. It's not really pulling, so who knows on how bad the alignment's actually out. Looks like there's some camber that needs to be adjusted, but we'll see when we get it up on the alignment rack. I'm gonna do that here in a second. So I'm in sport mode, manual mode. I'll put the airbox in under, I'll put the airbox in off camera, and I didn't fix the wheel speed sensor, so I need to fix that as well. God, so good. Ah, it feels good. So awesome. Let's see if this scrubs it all. I got all kinds of warning lights because of the headlights not being on. Alright. Yeah, feels pretty good. You know, it's maybe it's not full power because of the wheel speed sensor. Feels fast, but I remember the shifts feeling a little more crisp when I was I bought this thing. And we're so close, we're so close. Got a few things done off camera. I went ahead and finished that. You just saw a time lapse of that. We went ahead and installed the airbox. And then in here, on that one video, remember this had that distortion around there. I went ahead and replaced this with the new one. I messed with the clock spring off camera, and the aftermarket clock spring just wasn't clicking in all the way on the airbag connector, so I was able to fix that. But I'm hoping all my lights are gone. So let's see here. ABS light's gone, airbag light's gone, tire pressure light's gone. The only issue I have right now is the check sonar and the headlights, because none of that stuff is connected. So, and then I'm getting that message on the navigation screen. But yeah, that's a beautiful sight right there. Is everything looking good? So I'm gonna go ahead and roll this over on the alignment rack and see how good or not good this is. So these are the measurements. You know, to be honest with you, I'm surprised they're not worse. They're, you know, the camber 1.2 left, 1.8 right. It's not the end of the world. You want that to be closer, but you know, it wouldn't be the end of the world if it stayed there. Caster and toe, I expected toe to be pretty jacked up. So I'm gonna see if I can get these better into spec. Now the caster bushings that I put in, the aftermarket ones, those seem to have some play in them, so I'm gonna try to loosen these up. This would be your caster. Normally this would be your camber, However, there's no adjustment here. So if I can't get it any better, I might try to shift the subframe. Worst case scenario, I might buy the Figs upper control arms, but I'm gonna see what I can do. Feels good. I think that initial drive that I did, I wonder if there was some kind of limp mode or something with the wheel speed sensor, because it feels like it's got way more power now. So I've got a shield or something coming loose, so I'm gonna calm it down. But yeah, I'm excited about this. This car is awesome. I know it's pretty dark in here, but another little update. This is the hood. Went with a brand new hood and brand new door for the passenger front. Ricky, the guy that's doing the, the pulling for me, he went ahead and did seam sealer all around the new door, so that's gonna look factory. I mean, really looks awesome. So same thing with the hood. You know, this is a brand new Lexus hood. This week they're gonna go ahead and do the jam. They're gonna paint the bottom side of the hood and the back side of the door, so that I can just go ahead and put it on the car, and then, you know, only need to paint it once. I won't have to take it back off to get it, you know, painted on the inside. So yeah, looks good. He said he checked out the hood. You know, I haven't looked at it, but he said it looks good. The ISFs, they have a nice little bulge on the hood for the V8. So yeah, just a little update on this stuff. All right, guys, so I'm sure this video is gonna be super long, although there was a lot of time lapse. So got a lot done today. Got all the suspension underneath it, did the alignment. Not quite sure what to do here now. It looks like there's not enough camber on the driver's side and there's too much on the passenger side. So I tried loosening the subframe and shifting it, but man, that thing did not want to budge at all. So I'm gonna go home tonight and look into aftermarket control arms, but I'm also gonna ask the guy that did the pulling for me on the suspension, or on the frame rail. I'm gonna see if maybe he thinks that maybe the strut tower needs to come over a little bit or something. I don't know, maybe there's something still going on there. But I got the ABS wire fixed. I got my airbag lights. I got all of the lights off the dash. The only lights I have on right now are for the park assist because the front bumper's not on, and for the headlight system, and that's because I don't have a headlight on the passenger side. So I've got all my parts. All of them are here. The door and the hood, that got seam sealed today by Ricky, and they're gonna paint the inside of the hood and the door, and then that way we can just throw it on the car, and then when it's ready to be painted, you know, I don't have to take it back off. Drove the car for the first time. I'm in love. I mean, I love this car. It sounds good. It yeah, it really is a cool car. So yeah, I don't know when the next update will be, but you know, it's just going to be little stuff here and there, and then the car's done. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.